One of the most effective ways to build trust with your other team members on a support team is to have what we call a covenant, a team member covenant. And you might ask, well, what is a covenant? Well, a covenant is really a promise to do or not do certain things on your team. And so as you get started on a support team, if you know what it is you're promising to do and what you're promising not to do, then your whole experience will be so much better if you can be clear and all the team members can be clear on these things. So, excuse me. So, what are some of the things that we're promising to do or not to do? Well, one is to be committed to a team concept. Team concept. That sounds all well and good, you might say, but what is it in relation to that team concept? What does that exactly mean? Well, a few things. One, it means that I'm going to attend our support team meetings. That's usually a monthly meeting. Attend support team meeting. That's usually a monthly meeting. We try to we encourage people to make them 59 minutes or less. Let's not waste time in our meetings. Let's get the job done, coordinate what we're going to do, and get out of there. So attend support team meetings. That way I can also promise to work through any challenges that arise between team members or between what we're doing, work through challenges that arise. And then also keep health information about our support team friend confidential. That means not sharing it, of course, with others without the person's permission. Obviously, if they give you permission to share certain things about their health with others or about your relationship with them, of course you can do that, but you need to get their permission along the way. So, be committed to a team concept, meaning these things primarily. Then, a second area those are things I want you to say that you will do. And then another promise that I'd like is one that's what you will avoid or things you will not do. For instance, avoiding direct financial involvement. Avoid direct financial involvement with our support team friend. So what we're talking about here, you're going to discover that the person you're caring for might have some financial difficulties because of what they're going through. What I'd like to ask you to do is on this covenant, to agree we're not going to give money. Let's write that out to the side here. We're not going to give or loan money to our support team friend, and we're going to make sure they'll understand that ahead of time too, because we'll go over that. Your team leader will go over that with them. But to give or to loan money, that's what we're promising, that we will not do that. And another area that we want to promise to avoid is what I would call avoiding direct medical support or medical care. Avoid medical care or medical advice or managing medical or medicines for your support team friend. And so what are we saying here? I'm going to promise, if I'm on a support team, to avoid medical care, medical advice, giving medical advice, or managing their medicines, because all of these things have liability issues related to them and will help your whole experience to be much better. The final thing that I would want to add on this covenant is to be responsible with closure issues. Be responsible with closure issues. You say, well, I'm not exactly sure what you mean when you say about closure issues. Well, basically I'm talking about when you want to get off the team. When it comes, there will come a time when you have other things in your life going on that you're going to need or want to say, I need to drop off the team for a while or permanently. You don't, and you're going to want to communicate that to a couple of people. And in particular, I would like for you, if you're going to be on the team, to make this covenant, to make sure that your leader knows this. And team leaders, when you hear one of your team members come to you and say, I need to drop off the team, please say to them, thanks for what you've done. If you ever want to come back, just let me know. Don't beg them. Don't place guilt on them. We don't want to do that. It's not a healthy way to have relationships. So just thank them and for what they've done. And then also as a team member, you're also going to want to let your support team friend know that you are not going to be on the team anymore. And that can be sharing with them that you're going to be moving on. You may want to say why, or you may not. You don't have to. But in order for you to transfer trust to your other team members, if you will tell the support team friend, you're not going to be able to be there, but this is why we have a team, so that it can continue even when one person like yourself cannot. And thank them for allowing you to be their team member, and just communicate clearly with them. If you'll do these two things with your team leader and team friend, then what that will do is build trust within the team, so that we know who's coming, who's on the team, but also with the friend will help them to know that they haven't done anything wrong, that you've just left and not said anything to them. All of that keeps us having healthy relationships on a support team.